It is no secret that the key to a flawless looking makeup is your base. I get this question so many times that even after applying a primer, people see texture on their skin, their makeup doesn't stay on their face. So I have this very big makeup mistake that you might be making. So whenever we take silicone primers or primers which are silicone based, we tend to apply them in a dragging motion like this. I'm going to show you on my left side what I mean by that. So the mistake that you might be doing is that you are dragging your primer like this and applying it like a moisturizer. This way it's not actually going to fill into the pores and it will not ensure that your skin looks more flawless and the texture is not that much seen. So what you should be doing is when you take your primer on your fingers, just dab it gently into your skin so that it can actually get into the pores and make your skin look much more smoother. So most of the times what we do is we take a foundation brush and we use our foundation with a foundation brush. It might end up looking streaky, patchy and blotchy. I'm going to show you on my left side what exactly I mean by that. So as you can see, as I'm going, I'm getting slight streakiness on my face, and this emphasizes over time as well because foundation does tend to settle into our fine lines and usage of a brush just increases that. Plus we are getting slightly blotchy finish like you can see on my forehead, and no amount of blending can actually help that with this brush or any sort of a foundation brush until it is like a flat top kabuki brush. Then it's a different story. To get a more natural and flawless looking face, try and use a beauty sponge which is dampened already and pick up your foundation on that and then just dab it on your skin. This will again ensure that the product actually goes into your skin and it doesn't stay on the skin as a layer. And it makes your foundation look so much more natural. I think you can already see the difference. But yes, I'm just gonna blend this into my skin. I'm done with my foundation. I hope the difference is visible on camera because it is so visible in real life. After renderize, the #1 area of issue with every woman out there is their smile lines. Now it's obviously good to have smile lines because that means you're smiling enough, but your makeup shouldn't show it. So I'm going to show you a little trick right here on how you can actually prevent your smile lines from coming. A lot of times we just take our loose powder and we set our face normally like we would do, but we forget that our smile lines are still there even if our face is like straight. I'm picking up a little bit translucent powder on my beauty sponge, dampened beauty sponge, and I'm going to puff up my face like this. This way my smile lines will expand so that I can actually set it in place so that over a period of time when I'm smiling and I'm having more facial expressions, then my smile lines won't crease up. You can see after I'm done smiling, I have crumbled makeup right here on my smile line, but I don't have any here where I set with powder. The spoon, fork, knife trend going on Instagram is crazy. I know contouring can be a little difficult and it can get a little muddy. I'll show on my left side how contouring can go wrong, and on my right side, I'll show how you can also make that wrong side go correct. I'm using the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer today. It has a contour as well as a highlight shade in it. So if you accidentally take a little too much powder and go with the wrong brush and get muddy contour, like this one, I'll just overemphasize it a little for you guys to see the difference. So as you can see, my contour is really muddy, not sharp, not on fleek like how it's supposed to be. I'll show you how you can make a muddy contour correct. So I'm going to do muddy contouring on this side as well. So again, just pick up your powder on a beauty blender and then just sharpen up your contour, almost baking your face. So apply excessive product so that it can actually clean up your contour for you. Wait for about 5 minutes for this to bake and then you can dust it off and blend out your contour. And 5 minutes are over, so I'm just going to take a brush and dust it out and then also just blend out my contour slightly from the tops. And you see, we get a sharper line, more precise, more on fleek. Sometimes when we fill in our eyebrows with the powder, it might get a little mushy and not too neat. So I'm going to show you how you can neaten up your brows in a jiffy. I'm going to be using the Native Eyebrow Kit today. It has a spoolie, a brush as well as a tweezer. So if your eyebrows are not messy because of the way you've drawn them in but because of extensive growth, then the tweezers will come in handy. So I'm just going to mess up this side of my eyebrow. or to say draw in like I used to a while back before I came to know about the tricks of perfect filling in. Definitely very messy. I'm going to mess up this eyebrow as well and then show you how you can prevent it from this sad situation right here. So just filling in my eyebrows a little messily. The first thing then you want to ensure is use a spoolie and brush this out so that you don't have any excessive clumps of powder in your hair. This will seal in your eyebrows and make sure they won't move anywhere once you are correcting the excessive powderiness and making them sharper. The last step to ensure that your eyebrows look perfect all day long is to use a concealer to clean them up. This will ensure that there is no excessive product near your eyebrows. Do not use an extremely highlighting concealer, just a couple of shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm using Rimmel Hide the Blemish Concealer. So I'm just going to pick up this concealer on a brush and then I'm just going to draw beneath my eyebrow. You see how that instantly just cleans up so much. And then one similar line on the top. And then obviously you just want to blend all of this out. You don't want streaks of color on your face. Sometimes our eyeshadow can make us look like a panda when we really wanted to look like a feline cat. I know the issue of messy eyeshadows being all over the place is every girl's worst nightmare, and it happens to all of us. Even the best of us. Even the best of MUAs use so many tips and tricks to clean up their eyeshadows and make it look like oh so effortless. So I'm going to share one such tip with you all. So firstly, if you get messy eyeshadow like you can see on both of my eyes right here, don't you fret, just take your concealer and an angled brush and it's all going to be fine. Again, just pick it up on an angled brush and just make a line straight across your eyes. You can see how it instantly sharpens up our eyeshadow, and then just make another line so that there's no more excessive fallout, and then just pat this in your skin. This is why a concealer that is near to your skin tones comes into play. If this is a highlighting concealer, it will instantly show a difference, so make sure you use a concealer which is near to your skin tone. I think it's pretty evident how much more defined this eye is rather than this eye. Sometimes pigmentation is all the basis on what we judge a product, and sometimes that can go really against us. So I'm going to be showing you how this extremely pigmented blush can be done over the top and how it can be corrected as well. So I'm just going to take a quick nice swirl in this product and then I'm just going to apply it on my cheeks, and you see with just one quick swirl the amount of pigment I got on my cheeks. I know sometimes we don't even anticipate it and this happens and then we're left hopeless. But worry not, I'm going to show you how you can instantly just correct it. If you find yourself in this situation, then go back to the sponge with which you applied your foundation. It will still have a little bit foundation on it, so just take that part and dab, dab, dab. So you see how your foundation and a sponge can save the day. The Kylie Jenner lip trend is not going to die down anytime soon. Everybody is loving full, luscious looking lips. I'm going to show you how to correctly overline your lips because yes, there is a terribly wrong way to do it. So I'm just going to be using a lip liner. A lip liner is your best friend when you have to overline because it's going to be the map of where you want to place your lipstick on later. But yes, do not skip out on your lip liner once you are overlining your lips. So the wrong way of overlining your lips is to actually overline all the way down till the corners of your mouth. Let me show you how. I'm going to fill in with the same lip liner as well. For the right side, what you want to do is, you have a slightly uprising here on the lip. You just want to line till there and then come down back on your actual lip line once you reach to the outer corners. This will ensure that your mouth has that pointed look rather than having something like this, which you do not want. So I'm just going to overline my lips properly on this side. So while my lip looks bigger, it doesn't look fake on this side, which it is looking on this side. With that, I finished the makeup mistakes and how to correct them video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful for you in some or the other way. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to Nykaa TV for more such helpful videos. And I will see you guys super soon. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.